What if the way we live, think, and consume is not only killing our planet, but slowly destroying our souls? Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt truly free? Not scrolling endlessly, not buried in anxiety, not numbed by convenience and noise. Because what we call normal life today, our culture, our economy, our politics, is quietly eroding what makes us human: connection, purpose, health, hope. And this problem, it's bigger than climate change, it's bigger than politics. It's about us, who we've become, and what we stand to lose. Let's start small. The next package that lands on your doorstep, a plastic object wrapped in more plastic, placed in a plastic-lined box, shipped in a plastic bag. This isn't just waste, it's a symptom. Microplastics are now in rivers, in soil, in plants, choking photosynthesis. They're building up in fish, in the food chain. And now, scientists are finding plastic particles in human placentas. Plastic in placentas, what does that mean for fertility, for brain health, for the future of our species? We don't fully know, and yet we continue. But plastic is just a metaphor. The real plastic is in our habits. We wrap convenience around everything: fast food, fast fashion, fast information. But underneath, emptiness. We are more sedentary, more alone, more stressed, less fulfilled, maybe more than any generation in modern history. And ask yourself, why do we work more hours than our ancestors yet feel less secure? Why are we richer in gadgets but poorer in time, surrounded by millions and yet lonelier than ever? History is whispering to us. The Roman Empire didn't collapse because of enemies at the gates. It crumbled from within. Gluttony, distraction, moral fatigue, the loss of civic virtue. Sound familiar? We are teetering on that same precipice, and now authoritarianism is no longer a shadow in the distance. All over the world we see courts defied, protesters jailed, journalists silenced, civic freedoms eroding. This is not history, this is right now, and too many of us are watching it happen. Scrolling, exhausted, paralyzed. But here's the part we forget. The original Renaissance, it didn't rise from peace and stability. It was born from plague, war, and chaos. People thought their world was ending, and instead they rebuilt it brighter, more creative, more human. The Renaissance spirit isn't art for art's sake. It's survival through beauty, reason, and courage. And right now, look around. Community gardens sprouting in forgotten lots, artists reclaiming public spaces with colour and story, young people marching for climate justice, innovators building ethical tech, regenerative farms and circular economies. The seeds are already planted. We are not starting from zero. So what do? We reclaim the Renaissance spirit, not just with protests, not just with policy, but with a rebirth of culture, intellect, and moral clarity. We need a new enlightenment, one that puts reason, compassion, and truth above convenience, escapism, and division. We live in silos, echo chambers, algorithms that feed us what we already believe. Compare that to the forums of ancient Athens, the salons of the Enlightenment, even mid-century America, where neighbors talked over fences, families gathered around dinner tables, communities engaged in civic life. We can have that again. Meanwhile, depression and anxiety are skyrocketing. Obesity and chronic disease are rampant. Our food is engineered for addiction, not nutrition. Scene 10. We work longer. We work longer and earn less in real terms, and CEOs get richer. In countries like Norway and Denmark, they tax more, but live better. Scene 11. Why not us? More free time, better healthcare, stronger communities, greater happiness. Why not us? Why not now? The threats are clear. Climate catastrophe could displace hundreds of millions. Democracy is under siege. Mental health crises, addiction and despair are growing, but so are the solutions. Community-centered living, education that teaches critical thinking, not just job skills, media literacy to break echo chambers, political reform to rebuild trust, an economic model that values well-being over mindless consumption. We must lower income inequality. We must rebuild trust. We must create a freer, more democratic, more humane future. Our next video will explore a new American vision building a free, equal, and sustainable future. The Renaissance spirit once built cathedrals. It illuminated manuscripts. It turned plague into poetry. It rewrote the stars. Today, it can rebuild trust, illuminate truth, and help us rewrite the future. Reclaim reason, rebuild hope, live the Renaissance spirit. This is more than philosophy. It's a way of living, a way of learning, a way of growing. Subscribe, turn on notifications, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and take our Renaissance Spirit quiz below. Find out where your strengths are and how you can become part of this rebirth. History has not died, only our understanding of it. One mind at a time, one conversation at a time. This is how rebirth begins. Live the Renaissance spirit. The world needs